Hi, this is Jeremy Katz for OgilvyDo. I'm here with Doug Scott, who's the president of OgilvyEntertainment. Doug, we just had a session where we talked about shift happens and how the connected life is going to affect networks and the way that we all consume content. A lot of the themes that we heard were about the millennial generation, about the importance of storytelling, and you let it off with this great montage that came from a quote or a series of quotes from Kevin Spacey. Could you recap that for us, because that was awfully provocative?
Well, Kevin Spacey really recently gave a speech at the Edinburgh International Television Festival, and the theme of the speech was one that it pays to take risk. There's not enough risk being taken by the television industry, and for that matter, I think by content makers at large. Mm-hmm. The second real theme there is that consumers will find what they want. They will pay for that, whether it be the exchange of information or whether it be a financial exchange. And that story really is sought after, right? Good stories sell. And I think that's one of the key principles of Ogilvy Entertainment and Ogilvy at large is that at the core, we're storytellers. Mm-hmm. Whether we tell that story in 15 or 30 seconds, whether we tell that story with great copy in a print ad, whether we tell that story through an interactive experience via the web or another digital platform, or whether we tell it through branded content, at the core is the story standpoint.
As consumers gain more and more control over the experience that they have with brands and with media, do brands run the risk of giving over their brand identity to consumers and therefore losing a hold on what that consumer insight is as they try to deliver a customized piece of content to every single individual to whom they're speaking?
Well, I think the key for the brand is not to give over their brand to the consumer. I think mm-hmm. what it is it's to provide the consumer with the tools to help shape and mold the position of the brand in the marketplace to other like-minded customers or audience, mm-hmm. And then listen to what those individuals are saying and infuse that back into the brand, right? Because brands evolve over time. Mm-hmm. Where Coca-Cola is today, right, within its happiness space, is much different than share a Coke, although the fundamental idea of what Coke does, right, in terms of a conversation or a friendship, mm-hmm. is within the foundation of that company. And the evolution of brands over time, based on shifting audiences and media habits and a whole host of other societal changes that take place, is critical. I think the great thing that brands have an opportunity to do is use technology to again enable that, rather than having to do research or focus groups with a very small set. You have 70 million, 100 million people within 24 to 48 hours being able to tell you what it is that they're thinking about your product, your brand, etc. Both good and bad at times, right? Mm-hmm. And the more that you listen and the more that you embrace that, I think the more value the customer is actually going to see from your brand.
Is there anything else that we should ask you about at this juncture?
Not at this juncture.
Thank you.
I will let you know if it
Absolutely.
comes up. Thanks.
We're talking to Doug Scott. This is Ogilvy TV. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.